Mr. Allen is recognized for 5 minutes.
I was happy last week to support advancing this legislation during our Environmental Manufacturing and Critical Materials Subcommittee markup, and I'm happy to support it today. We have said permitting reform is critical towards reshoring manufacturing in America and strengthening our domestic supply chains. The U.S. has an abundant supply of critical minerals, and to ensure we can extract, process, and refine them here in the U.S., we must address permitting shortfalls. It is alarming that China is a world leader in extracting and processing critical materials. Not only that, but we don't even register globally when it comes to processing those materials in the United States. Mr. Carter's bill, my colleague from Georgia, H.R. 1070, takes a step forward in assuring investors that putting their money into new American manufacturing is not a lost cause. Under the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, a mineral processing facility that generates Resource Conservation and Recovery Act regulated waste needs a permit if it does one of three things on site. It stores the waste for 90 days, treats the waste, or disposes of the waste. This permit must be applied for 180 days before physical construction of the facility can begin, and no facility can operate without a permit. I understand the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act permitting process can take years to be finalized, as my colleague addressed. Under the Carter bill, a facility that processes or refines critical energy resources can apply for and automatically be given an interim permit, helping provide some level of assurance to an investment. And I want to be clear, this bill is not a blank check to evade environmental and safety safeguards. The permit establishes the site-specific administrative and technical standards that the facility must meet. The interim permit cannot be given to anyone who has been denied a permit or if authority to operate the facility was terminated under the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act. Moreover, EPA or state-delegated Resource Conservation and Recovery Act hazardous waste program can call at any time for a facility's permit and review it to see if it qualifies for a longer-term permit. My colleague's bill will jumpstart construction, and domestic investment is limited to facilities that process or refine critical energy resources, helps rebuild our supply chains, and doesn't short-circuit environmental protection. I urge support of this bill, and with that, I yield back.